Hey, what's going on, everyone? This is Mitch. It's Friday. Thank God for that. We're going to give you an update on what's going on with the snow threat for late weekend, and then briefly talk about some of the latest information as far as a severe weather threat as we get into middle part of the late part of next week. Now, the Storm Prediction Center has already highlighted a 15% risk of severe weather for day 6 and 7, so I'm going to show you the updated information on that. But if you guys have not subscribed, definitely consider doing that. Like the video if you like it. Appreciate all the amazing support, and I hope you guys are having a great Friday. For whatever reason, I'm very happy, more happy today that it's Friday than I normally am. Normally, a day of the week is just a day of the week to me. I try to approach it every day the same, but I'm really happy it's Friday today, guys. I really am. But I want to remind you guys, if you don't see that I acknowledge your comment, especially the prayer requests in the comments, I noticed today earlier this morning when I was reading the comments that I had some comments that were in review, and I clicked on them and I had about 30 to 40 comments that I never really even saw because they were in review, and I don't know why, but I'm going to mess with that. So please don't think I'm ignoring any of y'all, especially those prayer requests. It's honestly because I haven't read them. Those are very important to me. So just want to put that out there. But let's get going here. Like I said, if you guys got anything I can pray about, please put it in the comments below. It gives me an opportunity to pray over it. It gives others an opportunity to do so too. So let's look at the GFS. I'm not going to hold you guys up too long this morning. The GFS, we're getting through here. We're not going to talk about the energy or anything, the short waves of what's putting this together. We're really past that, where we really can look at these short range models and models in general and really get a kind of an idea of what's going to happen here. We're getting into Saturday afternoon. There's going to be a chance for a band of rain or snow, maybe as far southwest as Arkansas, maybe northern Louisiana as you're getting into your Saturday afternoon. I don't think this is going to be a big deal at all. Latest GFS really skips this area of the country right here that maybe some of the models are showing snow, but really blossoms an area of snowfall for areas of Virginia, the Triad of North Carolina, and then the mountains of Tennessee and North Carolina and Virginia. This continues to go. It pivots some of that rain and snow through North Carolina and Virginia, the more eastern sections of the state as you're moving into your your Sunday later morning into the afternoon hours, and then it's on through. And then you watch this piece of energy right here that pivots through, and then this will promote some snow showers. This has consistently been showing up on a lot of the models, but this could put a quick dusting as we get into the overnight hours of Sunday into Monday for the Piedmont, North Carolina, maybe the coastal plains of North Carolina, if you will. Maybe even the PD of South Carolina sees a little bit of snow. This will be quick. I think there'll be some leftover moisture as this storm pulls away, and I think this will be the last gasp of this pattern. Not necessarily winter, because we can see winter storms in March and even in the deep south, but the last gasp of this pattern before we shift to another one. We'll take a look at the Canadian model, see how this differs from the GFS. We're rolling through here. Same kind of situation. It tries to pivot a band of snow up here, but it's a little bit more robust than the GFS as far as areas north and west. But altogether, this just does not look like a big deal. It does put some light snow in areas of Maryland, even areas of the snow-starved areas of southeastern Pennsylvania, New Jersey, and southern New England, a band of light to moderate snow, and then it moves on out. And then check out that leftover moisture for Sunday morning into areas of the Carolinas and then Virginia, and then it pulls on out. Well, look at the European. The European has really went pretty dry. It doesn't like the idea of this being a big event at all, and the European has pretty much held its guns with this big time. Sunday morning, area of light snow, wee hours of the morning, Virginia into areas of North Carolina. This pivots through and then kind of dissipates as it gets into the Delmarva area in southeast Virginia, areas of Delaware, and then that's it. It doesn't really put down much snow at all, really, at all. Maybe an inch and a half at most for someone. But I want to show you guys, we're getting in the range of the HRRR model now, and for folks who have watched my videos and know I like this model, and this model is looked at heavily by the National Weather Service when it gets into short range. Long range, short range HRRR model only goes out to 48 hours. So this is probably only going to take us out to around 1 a.m. What would this, let me see, Sunday morning. So you see this, right? Here comes this band of moisture pivoting here as early as Saturday afternoon for areas of Tennessee, northern Mississippi in the form of snow. Now this is a bit of an outliner right now, but we'll have to see how this trends in the next 24 hours. Brings a band of snow Saturday evening through northern Alabama, Tennessee, Kentucky, continues to pivot through here, really starts to explode kind of in a way where you have more robust precipitation, brings snow in the wee hours of the morning, Sunday morning, all the way down to Birmingham. And it pivots through, moves over the mountains of Tennessee, Virginia, North Carolina, West Virginia. And this is a pretty intense band of snow that's reaching all the way down to Columbus, Georgia, through Atlanta, all the way up to New York City. I don't know if this is going to happen because it's a bit of an outliner, but this is a band of some moderate snow that pivots through here in the middle of the night Saturday. Well, more so in the afternoon and evening Saturday, but the further east you get, it pivots through overnight Saturday into Sunday. So we got to watch this trend here. Got to watch to see if the HRRR model is onto something or if it's just an outliner and it totally goes away with it the next long range. As far as how much snow is showing for the GFS, a few inches of snow, I think this is a little overdone, especially in North Carolina, but we'll see. We'll see how this works out. The ensembles still like Central Virginia. They do with a couple inches of snow, and I think that will probably be the max of this storm if I'm going to give you my opinion on it. I think the most someone sees is maybe 3 to 4 inches of snow, and 4 inches I think is pushing it for areas of Virginia. But Central Virginia might be an area that sees snow. The last frame of the HRRR model, look, it's interesting. It puts an inch of snow into North Alabama, a little bit of a dusting, heavy dusting in areas of Mississippi. The plateau of Tennessee, an inch of snow. It's just something, it's model guidance. So we just look at it and we don't take it super serious until we get some consistency. But, West Virginia, it's just a light event in general. But this is a light event pretty far south. And the further south you get with snow, the more exciting it gets and the more, I think, attention is paid to it, right? So that's that. We'll continue to get updates on that. We'll check out what the latest short-range models show as we get throughout today, and I'll give you an update on that tonight. Let's check out the Storm Prediction Center for, this would be, I'm brain farting here, guys. This would be for day 7. I meant to get the day 6. Let's check out day 6 here. So day 6. So this is valid Wednesday into Wednesday night into Thursday morning, if you will. Area of a 15% chance of severe weather, 25 miles in any given location. And this region right here in the yellow, this includes Dallas, almost Oklahoma City. It includes Little Rock, Arkansas. It includes Shreveport, Louisiana. This is the beginning stages of what is looking like it's going to be, I wouldn't say an outbreak yet, but a severe weather episode as we get into Wednesday and Thursday of next week. We look at day 7, and I'll be honest, this is the time frame I'm more worried about as we get into Thursday of next week, so a little under a week out. And this is covering Nashville, almost the entire state of Mississippi, a lot of Louisiana, Little Rock still, Memphis, Tennessee, and then the Quad States region. Stout moist sector builds in here. Surface low pulls out the northwest. It brings that warm Gulf moisture into this area. You have a moist sector. You have 850s that are supportive for some tornado development. We keep it rolling here, and we'll take a look at this system in general and how it develops here. And this is it. I'll freeze this frame for, let's back it up here a little bit. This is for Wednesday evening. And you see these cells. I like Pivotal because it does a good job at long range kind of telling us where storm development could be and where it's just solid rain. None of the other model subscriptions do that very well. But you notice that surface low develops here. Low pressure develops here with this upper level low as we're getting into Thursday morning. This could pump out a pretty significant snow event and some heavy snow. And I wouldn't be surprised if you have some strong winds with this too, with this low pressure close by and these isobars really close together. There's probably be some strong winds with this. So we watch this for Kansas and Oklahoma on the snowy side. But on the severe side, as you're getting into Thursday afternoon, this looks like severe weather to me. Now, as you move forward, once it gets into the Carolinas, it gets kind of flattened out and it loses some of the characteristics you need for severe weather. But this could be a big-time snow event for areas. It could be a big-time severe weather event for areas. And one thing you look at with severe weather is you look at a moist sector. You look at for dew points in the 60s and 70s. And these are dew points. These aren't temperatures. And I think Pivotal Weather does a great job of kind of depicting color-wise what is dry air and moist air with the greens and the browns. And this is getting into Thursday evening and afternoon, really afternoon. Look at the dew points rising into the 60s all the way into the Quad States regions and areas of western Tennessee. And this is a stout moist sector right here that would put that surface moisture you need for severe weather in this area. You keep it going here, and this is the 850s. These are basically winds about a mile above our heads, 4,000 to 5,000 feet up in the air. And when they're going crazy, and then you have winds above that going in a different direction, it puts a spin to the atmosphere. Therefore, promotes a tornado risk. I'm not going to say an outbreak or a threat. It's hard to use the word threat when we're so far out. But this is a stout, what we call low-level jet of, about 50 to 40 to 70 knots starting to show up here. And they always show up, on the southern to southeast sides of these low pressures here. And so we watch this for now. How serious do we take it? We're not sure. But I know you folks in the Deep South are well aware of severe weather in these areas. So I know you guys know that y'all need to pay attention for this. This could extend all the way into the Mid-South, Tennessee, and Kentucky. So we watch this. We just watch it for now. But long range, and it's already kind of worrisome that the Storm Prediction Center is already dropping those 15% risk. But long range definitely shows a scary look for a severe weather outbreak as we get into next week. So we'll continue to talk about that. And we won't know a ton until we start to get in these short-range models and these mesoscale models. So that's all I got, guys. Thank y'all for tuning in. God bless everybody, and have a great start to your weekend. God bless.